Hi, dear children. How are you all? Fine. Okay. Then, shall I move to today's topic or with the previous knowledge? Previous knowledge. Very good. So, you are eagerly waiting to know what we have learned in the previous class. After that, we will move to the today's topic. Okay, then it's good. So, what we have discussed in the last class? About the sense organs. Yes, we have discussed a lot about the sense organs, and we told that sense organs make us enable to view our surroundings, or that makes sense organs act like a window to the outside world. All the things we discussed. Then we can see, hear, smell, taste, feel. All these happens with the help of the sense organs like eyes, yes, ear, nose, tongue, and the skin. Okay, you got an idea. Okay, so at first we have discussed with the eyes. Yes, that we have discussed a lot with the eyes also. Eyes, where it is? Yes, in the skull. It's in the socket. Am I right? Okay. So, eye consists of the eyeballs. You can see that eyeballs, and also, yes, eyeball has the three layers. What are they? Recall that. Come on. You know that. What are the three names of that? Yes, cornea, sclera, retina. Very good. That's what. Okay, you are getting that now when I am asking like this. Okay, so first we discussed with the cornea, which is the transparent layer or the outer part of the layer. Then what is the next? Sclera. Sclera we have discussed a little bit. What is that sclera? Yes, we have discussed something with the sclera. So I told you that it is the white part of this layer. Then come on. Tell me, there is a round structure that we call it as the iris. Then iris, it can be appeared in blue, black, brown or greenish. And I told you about the puchakan and all. Is it so? Okay. So that we have discussed. Then, yes, along with that, there is a small opening in the center of the iris that we call it as a name. What is it? Yes, pupil. Very good. You have that memorizing power. Very good. I appreciate my children. Okay, so that is the pupil. So what is the duty of the pupil there? Yes, in bright light and all, pupil will constrict and it will prevent the extra light to enter into the eyes. Pupil will constrict. Okay, and in dim light, what happens? Pupil will dilate and enable us to see properly. You got it. That all things we discussed in the previous class. Okay. Then we have discussed with the retina. That is the third layer, and it is the innermost layer. That is the retina. So what that retina acts as a screen. Okay, image will be obtained on this retina and messages from the retina then sent to the brain, and the brain will interpret that message and will be able to see it properly. You got an idea? All these things we discussed in a very vast portion in the previous class. Okay, so what is our topic today? Yes, we have learned with the first sense organ, that is with the eyes. We have already discussed. And do you remember I told you one more thing? What is it? How do eyes help you to see? Do you remember? We have discussed everything that in this way and all we have discussed. Okay, so I will give you an example for that this time. Suppose you are standing in outside with the bright sunlight. After some, or you are playing in the playground. When your mom calls, what you will do? You will come back very fast. So there you are getting enough sunlight, no? So when you come back, when you open your eyes and see around, can you able to see in a sudden? No, it will be like something which is blur, is it? Which is not clear. Do you understand? So that means that image will not be obtained on the screen and that message is not passed to the to the brain. You got it? So immediately from the sunlight when we are coming back, it will, try this activity, so it will be easy to, you can view in the text page number, it's 65. There is an activity, you have to do it, children. Activity, there is a, this page, this is an activity, page number, it's 65. Do that activity. Yeah? Shall I read it once? Okay. Go to the school playground when it is bright and sunny. So return to the classroom after 20 minutes. Now classroom is not available, so you have to rush. Don't go to the playground, but just to stand in sunlight for some time and come back to home. Can you see clearly as you enter the room? No, it is not visible properly. Perhaps no, it takes you about a minute or two, a minute or 2 minutes to see clearly. You will scrub your eyes and see. This is because, what happens there? Yes, that pupils constricted in the bright light. We have discussed in the sclera portion, no? Yes, and they took time to adjust and come back to the normal size inside that room. Got an idea about that? This is what I convey to as an activity. I think I didn't inform you in the last class when I taught you about, we have discussed a lot about dice, but I missed this portion as an activity. So will you try this time? Just look at the sun for some time. After that you get inside, just try to look around you. You will not able to see for 1 or 2 minutes. After that it will be okay. Why? That pupil, I told you, no, pupil will constrict in the bright light. Okay, constricts, not of dilating. Okay, clear now, children? That's about the eyes we have discussed. So we are here with the sense organ ear. So we are going to discuss with the ears. Okay, so do you know that ears are the organs for hearing? Yes, you know that. Yes, we can hear different sounds. Even here, see, I can hear different sounds. You can hear, you can observe that sounds around you. Is it? So which is the organ acting there? Ears. Okay. Do you know that ears, the human ear is divided into 3 parts. How many parts? 3 parts. Which are they? Outer ear. See, you can see this outer part. So that is the outer ear. Or we can call it as the pinna. What is it? Pinna. Okay. And then what is the next part? After this outer ear, there is the middle ear. What is it? Middle ear. And after that middle ear, there is the inner ear. What is it? Inner ear. Okay. So human ear is divided into 3 parts. What are they? Outer ear, middle ear, inner ear. Okay. So outer ear we can call it as pinna. That's clear, no? Okay. Now let me tell you one thing. Which is the organ for hearing? Yes, that inner ear help us to hear different sounds. Okay. And you know one thing, that in the inner ear there is the auditory nerve. Which nerve is there? Auditory nerve, which carries the messages to the brain. Okay. So in the inner ear there is a nerve, that is the auditory nerve. We are listening, so we are normally saying that audio, no? So auditory nerve that carries the messages to the brain. So what the brain will do? Brain will interpret the message. Interpret means ariga. Okay. So brain will interpret the message and help us to hear that sound. Clear now? Now which nerve is acting now? Yes, now you are listening, no? So you are hearing. So which is the nerve acting there? Auditory nerve. Auditory nerve will carry that message to the brain. And which part help you to hear that? Inner ear. Clear now, children, there? I hope it is clear, no? So the human ear is divided into 3 parts, and that is the outer ear, middle ear, inner ear. And the organ which is, the inner ear help you to hear different sounds, and the auditory nerve helps which carries the message to the brain. Thus, brain will interpret the message and help us in hearing. Clear, no? So the next sense organ which I am going to discuss is about the nose. Okay. Do you know that what is the duty of the nose? Yes, it helps us to smell. Yes, that's right. So the nose helps us to smell. And you know that, do you know that in the upper part of the nose there are nerve endings? What is it? nerve endings are there. So these nerve endings, that will carry the messages to the brain. As we smell, that nerves will carry that. So there is a name for that nerve. What is that? Olfactory nerve. What is it? Olfactory nerve. Clear now? So that nerves will carry these messages to the brain, and thus brain will interpret that message, and thus we can able to smell. Do you got it? So there are, in the upper part of the nose, there are nerve endings, and that one nerves are said to be olfactory nerves. Clear now? Okay. And do you know one thing? This nose and the taste are, the smell and the taste are linked together. Do you know that? Because if let me tell you that in Malayalam, അമ്മമാര് നമ്മൾ മൂക്കിലൊക്കെ മരുന്നൊഴിക്കുമ്പോൾ, കുട്ടികളുടെ മൂക്കിൽ മരുന്നൊഴിക്കുമ്പോൾ എന്താ പറ്റുക? ആ ടേസ്റ്റ് we can detect here, no? Sometimes. So these are nose and that taste are linked together. You got it? So this is how we got that smell. Okay, that's about the sense organ nose. So at first we discussed with the sense organ eyes. Next we discussed with the sense organ ears. Now we discussed with the sense organ nose. And let me ask you, which is the nerve helping here to receive that message and to the brain? Yes, olfactory nerve. Got it? You understood? Now we are going to discuss with the next sense organ, that is the tongue. Okay. So what is the duty of this tongue? Yes, the tongue helps us to detect the taste. Is it? We all like to taste. Is it? So we like to detect the taste and identify that which food it is. Suppose if you are closing your eyes and in front of you that we are keeping a chicken piece. So while taking it without, when you touch here, when you keep it here itself, your sense of smell detect that it is chicken. Then when you taste it, you can feel that what taste it is. Okay. So in your tongue, there are many nerve cells are there. Okay, nerve endings, that cells are there. So that is present in each taste buds. You can see some tiny structures in that tongue. So that contains the nerve cells present in each taste bud. Taste buds will detect the taste. Children understood that? The tongue helps us to taste the food, in different taste. So that taste buds, that taste buds are there in the tongue. So that taste buds, each taste bud contains the nerve cells. So that nerve cells will detect the taste, what taste it is, which are the different taste, which can identify that by the taste buds. Yes, sweet, sour, salty and bitter. If you are getting that some salt, you can feel that your tongue will, that taste buds, that nerve cells will detect that it is salt. So that message will be given to the brain, and the brain will interpret that message, and that will be taste as salty if we are taking the salt. Do you got it? That is how the tongue help us to detect the taste. Got it, children? Very clear? Okay, so shall I continue? Okay, children. And also the tongue, with the help of this tongue, we are able to speak properly. See, I am speaking now properly. No? If I hold my tongue, we are not able to speak properly. Try that. Just hold your tongue and try to speak. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. Yes. So the tongue helps us to speak properly. Clear now? So we discussed with the eyes, ears, then yes, nose, and the tongue. We discussed up to it. Now, which is the largest sense organ? Yes, that is the skin. So shall we go for that also? Now we are discussing about the last sense organ, that is the fifth one, that is the skin. And I told you that which is the largest sense organ in the body? That is the skin. Do you know that skin covers the entire body? For what? Yes, to prevent the germs and dirt. Okay, so that skin covers the entire body. And you know that millions of nerve endings are there in the skin. And what happens here? Yes, that these nerves help to carry the messages to the brain, and also it can detect. These nerves can detect the detect and also feel pain. If sometimes someone pinch here, we can feel it, is it? So that feel pain, then pressure, then heat, cold, all this you know that. Okay, that is how these sense organs, the skin help us to. Clear now? Okay, shall I continue? Okay, then one more thing. Do you know that on the surface of the skin there are tiny pores present? You can, now I am an example for you. See, because of that tiny pores, the sweat. That means these through this opening the sweat is coming out and cleaning up the body. Clear now?
Then we'll continue with how to care of sense organs. Okay. So let's see with the eyes. Do not read in very bright or very dim light. Do not lie down and read. Are you doing that? No. Okay, very good. Do not read in a moving vehicle. That's a habit of most of the children. While in the bus, while in the scooter along with Papa, near to the exams and all, some children will be very busy in reading. Am I right, children? So don't do that. Then protect your eyes against injury by blows or sharp objects. Then do not rub your eyes harshly. Do not watch television or sit in front of a computer for long hours. So here we have discussed with 2-3 points. Okay, is that clear to you, Makle? Okay, then let's see how to take care of ears. Ears should be protected from hard blows. What is that hard blows? ശക്തമായ കാറ്റ് നമ്മുടെ ചെവിയിലേക്ക് അടിച്ചു വീഴാതെ നോക്കുക അല്ലേ? Okay, then we should never try to prick our ears with toothpicks or hairpins. മക്കൾ കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാവുമല്ലോ, ചില കുട്ടികൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ചില വലിയവരൊക്കെ ചിലപ്പം ചെവി ഇങ്ങനെ ഇച്ചിങ് മീൻസ് ഇങ്ങനെ ചൊറിച്ചിൽ വരുന്നു എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് പിന്നൊക്കെ എടുത്ത് ചിലപ്പോൾ ഒന്ന് തിരുക്കിയൊക്കെ നോക്കുന്ന കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാവും അല്ലേ? അപ്പം ഇനി കാണുമ്പോൾ എന്ത് പറയണം? Tell them not to do that. Okay, makle? So we have to take care of our ears. Okay, that's good. Then how to take care of our skin? Are you taking bath in the morning and evening? Yes, I know that you are doing. After playing and all, we'll be getting very tired. So, and after a bath, we'll be fresh. Am I right? Okay. Then regular cleaning of the skin is very necessary for good health. So this removes sweat, dead skin, dirt and bacteria. So we should have a bath every day to keep the skin clean. Then if a cut or a bruise, what is that bruise? ബ്രൂയിസ് മീൻസ് ഒരഞ്ഞു പൊട്ടുക. ചിലപ്പോൾ കുട്ടികൾ ഓടിയിട്ടൊക്കെ റോഡിലൊക്കെ വീഴുമ്പോൾ കൈയൊക്കെ ഒരഞ്ഞു പൊട്ടില്ലേ? ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് വാട്ട് ദ ബ്രൂയിസ് ഓൺ ദ സ്കിൻ ഷുഡ് ബി ട്രീറ്റഡ് പ്രോപ്പർലി. അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ സംഭവിക്കുമ്പോൾ വി ഹാവ് ടു ഗീവ് പ്രോപ്പർ കെയർ ടു അവർ സ്കിൻ. ദെൻ ഹൗ ടു ടേക്ക് കെയർ ഓഫ് അവർ നോസ്? We should blow our nose every day to keep it clean. Then fingers, pencils or matchsticks should not be put into the nostrils. പെൻസിലും മാറ്റ്സ്റ്റിക് ഒക്കെ മൂക്കിലോട്ട് ഇടരുത്. That will damage your nose. Okay, then finally, how to take care of our tongue? We should clean our tongue every day with a tongue cleaner. For what? To remove germs present on it that bring foul smell to the mouth. You know that. ആരെങ്കിലും ബ്രഷ് ചെയ്യാതെ നമ്മുടെ മുമ്പിൽ വന്ന് സംസാരിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾക്ക് എന്ത് പറ്റും? നമ്മൾ ബോധം കെടും അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ, ഡോണ്ട് ഡു ദാറ്റ്. So I know that my children are good, so they won't do that. Very good children, okay. So we should avoid eating very hot and spicy food. It can burn and damage the tongue. So children, hope you have understood how to take care of sense organs. So you have understood what the do's and don't do's. Okay. Children, I hope this chapter is clear for you. And let me ask you, which nerve that is present, in the eyes, in the retina, which nerve? Yes, that is the optic nerve. Then nerve present in the nose, olfactory nerve. Then nerve present in the ear, auditory nerve. Very good, children. So you have understood this chapter. Very good. So I hope you have understood this chapter very clearly. So enjoy this chapter and also have a nice day, Makle. Take care.